everyone, how's it going? It's Hales here, coming back at you with another video. Today is actually going to be a different video. I don't really have any game content to upload, but what I do want to talk about is Destiny 2. Now, recently on May 8th, 2018, the Fallen Warmind DLC was released, and a bunch of people had bought it, thinking that Destiny 2 would be revived. It is a great DLC, don't get me wrong. It's short, it's good. The only thing I hated about it was really short. It didn't seem like it was more of a challenge than what it's supposed to be. However, when in the story of Warmind, you have the weapon that you can use against big gigantic monsters, like the big gigantic knights that you fight. That was pretty fun. However, with the DLCs being short, I feel like it didn't provide enough challenges in a way. The story was great, don't get me wrong on that. It brings up a new character and it leads on and it ties in to the main story of Destiny itself. It's a new adventure, a new story plot. It's great, but the fact that there wasn't anything that was like short. If it wasn't short, I think it would be fine. My thoughts on the game itself, a lot of people have been saying that Destiny 2's like dead. Yes, I understand that because there's no extra new added content going in like Monster Hunter or Friday the 13th or Need for Speed or GTA, any of those games. Destiny 2, even Destiny, the first game that came out, it has its own build, I guess you can say, where we never know if there's going to be a third DLC where it introduces a new character and it introduces their past. But I feel with Warmind, it was you discover more about your past as a Vanguard or as a Guardian in general. But I think that's what drew back everybody in who plays Destiny 2 on a daily basis. Yeah, you have people who play Destiny 2 just to play the Crucible, but that's about it. I mean, in their last update, they had added Rumble back from Destiny 1. That's great, fine and dandy. However, it only requires one player, and I guess it's a 1v1 type ordeal, but you can't have more than one person in your fire team in order to play Rumble, which I find very ridiculous. I have no idea anymore. I feel that after everybody is done playing the new DLC, it's just gonna die back down again. I mean, in the beginning, when it first released, there was hype because they're like, oh, it's gonna be better than Destiny 1. Destiny 1 had a lot of flaws. Don't get me wrong on that, because I played it, I finished it. The Taken King DLC, it provided a bunch of content, and including the other expansions to it, provided a lot of content. Again, I was overly impressed with that. For Destiny 2 and its DLC's content, like the Curse of Osiris and Fallen Warmind, it was short, and I didn't really like that. I didn't appreciate it in any way, shape, or form. And honestly, I don't think I would actually touch Destiny 2 again. However, don't get me wrong, if they make it to where there's like a new threat to the Guardians and the people they protect as like a third DLC, that would be cool. where you could have like more gear and more weapons. Like, the only weapon I really love using is the Crimson. Um, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. I guess if they like added more gear and like more exotic weapons like the Crimson, that's like really OP, sure, I would go for it. Um, I have like a couple ideas when I was playing Destiny 2 to make it better. Um, like I said, number one, more gear. I would love to have more gear. More exotic gear would be preferable. Not saying on legendary. Um, Number two, if people have like armor sets that are exotic, don't let them use just one. I'll let them use like maybe two or three, because your gear is not your armor. The armor, or not armor, but the gear you have is what increases your light ability, which is basically your power that you use for your super ability. Um, More exotic weapons would be another one that I would love. Like the Crimson, I usually typically use hand cannons when I fight because that's just my preferred weapon. Um, but if they had more exotic weapons that are similar or of equal to power as like the Crimson or the or hand cannons, because hand cannons are pretty powerful. People just don't typically use them because, oh, well, it's just a one shot. It ain't gonna do any good. No, it actually does good, because if you get a headshot when you're fighting like the Fallen, the Taken, the Hive, or even Gaul's minions, after Gaul was defeated at the very end of the story, it's one shot to the head and boom, they're dead. You get to move forward. Um, so I don't know what people think anymore. Um, Another thing that I could add to the plate to make the game better in general is more content. Content is what draws people in, as in more gear, uh, more vehicles, more ships that are really, really cool. Um, More events going on other than just the public events and like the patrols. Those things are repetitive after a while and people get bored of that. Um, I would say if they came out with another DLC that goes deeper into the context of, or like the main story behind how Guardians came to be a thing, that's what would be really nice. Yes, Warmind had opened up a little tiny peephole of what the Guardians' past was like. It didn't provide enough, but it's what got people going forward and wanting to like, and is eager to continue more. Um, but I don't know, honestly. Uh, so all in all, the new DLC was pretty nice. Out of a, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10, just because it was really short. The Curse of Osiris was a little bit longer, and it held like a little bit of a challenge because you had so many things to do. You had to protect this certain particular thing. You had to destroy the Cyclops, the big gigantic one, may I remind you. That one was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that one because it held of a challenge, and I like challenges. But, yeah. All in all, that was about it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Sorry if I sounded like a little scatterbrained. I've had a really long day, so, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.